the pre walkthrough meeting to do the work here. All right, we got to get this all dug out. We got to make sure that that's sitting properly, and once it's done, we got to tar the first 6 to 8 inches of that. See what's going on in there, and see what we can do cement-wise to stop the dirt from rotting that out. All these treads, 100% of the treads needs to come out. 100% of the grading needs to come out. Real easy, all bolted, brand new bolts. But there's rust in them. But you know, get the dipping station ready for this. This is all to be dipped. Every other tread, and then the grading's up there. Get them down here. We're going to paint them. You know, this is where you should set up in this area over here. So it's a great little job here. Okay, so feet, 100% of this. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, our biggest problem with these brackets here is, again, welded. So I want to bolt there. I want to bolt there. That bracket got to weld it flat on it. So I want that reinforced so that we don't have a welded connection there to a through bolt. Then we need to seal that 100% on this. So again, 100% of these bolts are going to come out and new bolts are going to go in. The gratings and the treads, scrape them in the down position. So every other tread is going to be the norm here, so we can continue working on this project. We need to put a piece of flat here, bolt there, so that we can negate that weld. Silicone shut 100%. So you got both these sides to be done. Standard up here. Let's change these bolts. We got to go to 1/2 inch there. So upsize, clean this out, silicone shut it. Clean this out, silicone shut it. 1/2 inch bolt there, but keep these 2 3/8 over here. These gratings are all J-bolted. Take one down at a time, and scrape it and clean and paint it and put it back up using the spray gun. It's a great opportunity to either dip or spray in a controlled station down there somewhere. So bring scaffolding and create a paint station so you can just spray all the treads and they all go back. 100% of the connections, silicone shut, new original hardware. So again, a lot of this stuff comes out and new stuff goes in. This is my main concern. Through bolts here, we got to seal this all up in the back, but my main thing is that this flat was welded to this angle, so we need to create a mechanical connection. And a lot of times you might be able to put an angle on the back side coming through the back side here, and so it's a notched angle situation that basically marries this to the angle, and the angle going down 6 to 8 inches or more down below picks up the other angle down below. So figure it out. If you have to notch this grading and do whatever, I want that done for both sides. It's the same problem up above. Again, standard stuff, silicone shut these things so water doesn't get in here anymore. 100% of the fasteners, that's notched, so that's perfect. Make sure that this bolt going in, that's a 3/8, I want that 1/2 inch, but the ones going this way can stay the 3/8. Clean it, prime it, silicone shut it, 100% silicone shutting. Hand scrape this down again, down in the station down there. You've got this situation over here. Once we're done, we got to silicone shut everything. But you see how a notched angle can get behind there, marry that flat to the angle, and an angle clip here. Something needs to be invented to basically negate that welded connection there. Okay? Got to put a bolt there. Got to put a bolt there. 1/2 inch bolts minimum. And then you got your standard cleaning and cleansing. This grading is all J-bolted, except this little piece right here. It's welded, so you got to cut the weld. Take it downstairs. Hand scrape it, give it a good paint, spot prime the big rusty areas, change all the bolts, silicone shut this entire structure. You can literally, you know, if you want to, you don't have to, but you can either paint the rails in position, these are easy rails, so paint them in position, hand scrape them up here. So, and then just take this is a great little station down here. This is a great spot. This is the building department for Cambridge. It's right here. All the building inspectors are right there, so you got to make sure that this is neat. Any work, make sure you set up with harness. Any activity, make sure it's done safely. You got to blue tarp this roof so that we don't have junk falling onto it, or protection. Make sure that this is done correctly. Okay? Any questions, give me a call, but you need to prep this job. This is right next to Mass Avenue is right there, so plenty of food. And as far as bathrooms and such, you're going to have to make arrangements. This is a house that is being utilized, I think, by halfway house or with children or something. But you got to be very polite, oh, and we have to find out from the owner. There is a block here, and I believe this is all cable. So you might be able to have this this is all cable, sort of do one of these things temporarily for now. And that's all it probably needs, a bunch of zip ties to basically get this thing away. And or if we need to, we can actually put in a post here that goes up and just keeps this thing far enough away so that, but right now it's an obstruction right in your face when you go down or go up. So that needs to be addressed. And then again, get these trees, kill all these trees here, move all the dirt on that side. And again, see the obstruction? You can't have that. Full scrape, full paint, 10-year warranty on this project. I'll double check to make sure on the contract that that's exactly what we have here. And then make sure that nothing's going on. No, actually there's not going to be any welding. It's not going to be a pretty straightforward fire escape system here that needs to get addressed.